I need to be efficient with my time, and I don't want to waste time with people that aren't going to go anywhere. Those are two statements that I hear from financial pros when they're talking about their selling efforts and their sales process. And in this episode of the 3 reasons you're not converting like you should, I'm going to lay out the first reason that is in your way if you're not converting at the reason you should. And more specifically, converting from that first meeting to the next step. To me, that is where one of the biggest gaps is in getting those ideal clients moving forward to work with you. And so the first reason why you're not converting is a misuse of time. A misuse of time. I hear advisors and financial pros tell me that they have 15-minute intro meetings, or maybe it's 20 minutes. And I say, okay, and what is happening in that 15 or 20 minutes? And they let me know that they use that time to, of course, meet them, make a quick connection, and then tell them their story and how they would work together, because of what they want to do is qualify that person fast before investing any more time, is what they tell me. And what I have found is I trail it back and ask them, well, what are the questions that you're asking? What is it that you're learning about them? What are they getting and walking away with so that they're confidently making that next step? And that is where I find the misuse of time, is that people are rushing that first meeting, thinking that they're being efficient. And yet, they're not. We could be wasting time, because if we are not allowing the right information to be exchanged, not only for us to qualify, but for them to get what they really need to make that next step commitment, we're wasting everybody's time. And that is where the misalignment is with time, is that whatever our process is doesn't matter as much as what their process is in making this decision. And in that first meeting, what people need is hope and some information, but not a ton of data and details. What they need is hope that you're the person that can help them with their situation. You're the person that's going to help them address a problem or capture an opportunity or address a specific want or need. That's what they need to make the commitment to spending more time, giving you more information. They need hope and some information that they're in the right place, talking to the right person. And so stop rushing that first meeting. I don't know if it should be 15 minutes or 30 minutes or an hour. That depends on what you need to accomplish in that. But here's what you can do to align the right amount of time for that first meeting, knowing that you can always shorten it if you find out they're not a good fit. So the first thing you need to do is to identify what is the objective of this time together. Meaning, what's the information that needs to be exchanged on each party's side to be willing to commit to making that next step together? And that should be focused on what is it that they need, not only to learn, but to feel or to walk away with, to be confident in that next decision. And then what is it that you need to qualify them to make sure that you can help them with their situation and that they are people or person that you would want to work with. So you each need to qualify, but the focus needs to be on their experience. So start with, what is the objective? Then what is the information that needs to be discovered and surfaced during this time? Then what are the questions that need to be asked and answered for that to happen? Add in what you need to do to start the meeting and get on a shared agenda quickly, what you need to do to end the meeting and get clear with specific next steps. And then you can look at how much time should that take, and take into consideration, are you talking to one person or 2 people? If it's 2 people, 15 minutes seems pretty unlikely, but you need to experiment with that. So I have an advisor that I'm working with, Jenna, and she started with 15 minutes. She then went to 30. She now realized that at 45 is her sweet spot, that she can end it early if she finds out they're not qualified, but that by giving that amount of time, she is getting better information and they are taking the next step at a higher level, and that they're confidently doing that and feeling heard. So I don't know how long your first meeting needs to be, but use time wisely. Don't shortcut it, because the time you invest early will pay off in the long run. Stay tuned, because in the next episode, I'm going to cover the second reason why you're not converting at the level you should.